the last horizon. The letters always smelled faintly of jet fuel and cheap canteen coffee. For Elena, those envelopes were the only things keeping the earth spinning. Inside them, Alexei wasn't Captain Sokolov, the fearless interceptor pilot. He was just a man who missed the way she took her tea and the sound of her laugh. The promise. On his last deployment, standing on the rain-slicked tarmac, Alexei had tucked a stray lock of hair behind her ear. "The sky is vast, El," he whispered, his flight suit crinkling as he held her close. "But no matter how high I go, I always look down to find you. I'll be back before the first snow." The static. The war, however, had no regard for promises. In late autumn, the news began to blur into a cycle of static and cold briefings. Then came the afternoon that froze time. There was a knock at the door. Two men in polished uniforms spoke of courageous sacrifice and unrecoverable descent. They never found the wreckage. Among the personal belongings returned to her was a single, sealed envelope, marked, "To be opened only if the sky claims me first." Elena opened it years later, her fingers trembling. The paper was worn, written in Alexei's hurried hand. "My dearest El, if you are reading this, it means my engines have fallen silent before I could say goodbye. Please don't look for me in the wreckage or the cold earth. I always told you the sky was vast, but I never told you that it only felt like home because you were the star I used to navigate by. I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise to be back before the snow. But remember, metal is too frail, and wings are only borrowed. My flight hasn't ended, it has only changed course. When the wind brushes your cheek, know that it's me, finally flying without the weight of the world. Live for us both. I'll be waiting beyond the last horizon. Yours always, Alexei." 10 years after the knock at the door, Elena stood on a cliff overlooking the sea. She took a small, silver pilot's wing pin and placed it on a memorial stone. "You stayed up there," she whispered. "You liked the clouds too much to come back down." She finally understood that he had become part of the sky she looked at every morning. As she turned to leave, the words of his final poem echoed in her heart. "Between the cloud and the clay. I watched you from the cockpit far below. A tiny spark against the evening glow. I fought the gravity, the fire, and the gale. To reach your hand, but metal is too frail. I haven't left. I've only changed my flight. To keep a watch beyond the edge of night. I am the breeze that stirs your straying hair." A quiet echo in the morning prayer. "Let me drift on, beyond the horizon's rim. The sky is wide, and I have learned to swim." He hadn't come home, but in every sunset she still saw the amber glow of his cockpit, and for the first time, she walked away without looking back. If you are reading these lines, remember that I love you. My dearest Elena. If you are reading these lines, it means my plane has taken its final climb, and I have remained where the sky meets eternity. You know, here at the airfield, just before takeoff, everything feels surprisingly simple. War strips away the unnecessary, leaving only what truly matters. And that most important thing is you. Your face in the glow of the airfield floodlights, your voice that drowned out the roar of the engines for me, and the hope you gave me with every look. Forgive me for this altered flight. Pilots don't choose the weather, and soldiers don't choose their destiny. But if I were given a chance to live it all over again, I would choose that day, that meeting, and every moment spent with you all over again, even knowing the price I would have to pay. I leave my sky to you. Look up at it more often. When you see a golden sunset over the sea, know that it's me smiling at you. When you hear the hum of a plane high above, it's me sending you my love. Please live. Live for the both of us. Let that silver pilot's badge you keep be a talisman of your strength, not a symbol of loss. You were my most reliable parachute, my only true coordinate. Love is stronger than war, Elena. It doesn't burn in the engines and it doesn't fall to the ground. It stays within you. Always yours. Your pilot, your Alexei.